Much, guys. Crumbs with the jogging pants and the Shifter with the carry pants, and my God, was it necessary? He really stepped up for his team there, because in the beginning it was looking it was looking bad for Dignitas once again.
Right, so we obviously talked about how good the combo was from Aces High here, as long as they hit their power spike, which basically is around 20 minutes. You have Trinity Force completed, you have Magic Pen boots for your Corki, again you have your Last Whisper Brutalizer, hopefully on the Jace, and then you just group up, you start sieging down, you don't take any fights, and you just automatically win the game, because they cannot hard engage onto you, and you have so much poke. What ended up happening was we had some filler items that delayed this whole power spike. We had the Hex Stringer coming in from Jace. I don't feel like you need a Hex Stringer when you have Barrier against a LeBlanc here. In this case, you just want to get your Brutalize, you want to get your Last Whisper as fast as possible. And at the same time, with the Corki pick, we had a pickaxe before you upgraded your boots. So they delayed it a lot, and once they actually had the power spike, they went into the jungle, took a fight, and gave 2 kills over to Shifter, who just got rolling.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Shifter was like pretty much the only reason who kept them in the game right now, and yeah, 1-on-5. Elo Hell, it's nothing new for this gentleman, right?
Yeah, Shifter actually just joined us.
He has been in that position before, but yeah, I agree with like all you said. I mean, the power spikes, not sieging properly, not using like their comp to their advantage when they should have just grouped up with Jace, Corki, siege down every single tower, make sure to get picks, and also the Dragon. I think a lot of teams do that mistake where if you have that composition with Jarvan and Lissandra, everyone just tries to stack at the Dragon pit when you should just play it more up to mid lane, you know, in the brushes, and then make those picks happen there. Like that's a rookie mistake, like not a rookie, even like LCS teams do that mistake a lot. They don't play up far enough into the mid lane so they can get picks, because if you start the Dragon, they just drop a ward down and all pressure's gone. But if you have like completely no vision in that area, if you face check one brush, you should die actually and get punished for it. And we didn't see that here in that series, or in this game specifically. But I actually have to say that Dignitas bot lane, if they want to beat Gambit tomorrow, they actually have to step it up.
Yeah, I think that Dignitas itself will agree with that. And we actually have Shifter joining us here as he was cheering off screen before that. Congratulations, you guys absolutely did it. And you definitely stepped up in that last game personally. But it must have raised a couple of question marks in you guys' team, because Game 2 and even Game 3, there were some big problems for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're still a really new team. We're still getting used to our new Koreans, Gamsu and Core JJ. Obviously, there's still some language barrier issues, and I think that kind of showed in the game where, you know, just like random stuff happened. But you know, I think we'll play a lot better tomorrow. I think today there's just a lot of nerves, and I hope we'll shape up for tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely a lot of work to do there. And as you mentioned, it is the very first time, and we have said before, and Odie has said, well, this is the first big test. We really wanted to attend here and see how the communication was going. Generally, how was the atmosphere after a loss of that second game, which is also very important to see how the team atmosphere is after something like that?
Actually, we were still pretty cheerful. Like just from the personalities, Gamsu and Core JJ, they're really like upbeat guys. They're not one to like, you know, flame people or anything like that. They're just like really positive guys, and I'm really glad they're on our team.
What did you actually think about the pick and ban phase here in the last game? Because we were talking about Aces High having an absolutely fantastic combo here. What do you think? Did you guys win the pick and ban phase?
Well, throughout the series, I thought Gamsu just really stuck out. He played really well in the top lane, and so our decision for the first pick, since we were blue side, it was between Jarvan or Gnar, and you know, we thought, you know, Gamsu was just playing out of his mind, and we just trusted him to let him play his Gnar to his favorite champion, and he just like went off on it with his engages, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he ended the game with a 4-0-17 score with like, yeah, he pretty much did well. I mean, his engages very on point, like flash, ultimating, stun, and then setting it up for you to kind of make the plays afterwards. So yeah, I'm pretty like surprised by him. I thought, yeah, he actually did like fairly well in the top lane, I have to say.
How do you actually communicate in there, Gamsu? Does he speak enough English to actually call that he's going in here, or how does the communication work between you guys and obviously the new Koreans?
Their English got actually a lot better. Like they can actually communicate, like I'm going in, I'm gonna flash stun on so and so. Like their English isn't terrible. Like they have the vocabulary in game. Like they've watched countless VODs of like just casting, and they have a vocab list of in-game vocabulary and stuff. And you know, it's not as bad as it is, but obviously there's still you know, some kinks.
You guys are obviously putting in huge investments to make these changes work, and there's definitely promise. How big are the chances that you guys can erase a lot of those mistakes in tomorrow's game and take it home versus Gambit?
I think a really good chance. I think we'll do well against Gambit. We learn really quickly. Like, I mean, they learned English in like a few weeks, right? So I'm sure they'll shake it off. All our nerves are gone now, I think, and I think we'll do well tomorrow.
All right, well, that's going to be a fantastic matchup. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see that tomorrow, of course. Let's actually take a look at the bracket to see what we have got going on for you guys tomorrow. Let's bring that up on your screen. Well, as said, today we'll have Counterlogic Gaming taking on Roccat, and we'll have Team Dignitas taking on Gambit. Also remember that we'll be starting off the day with the EU Expansion Tournament and see who gets a spot in the LCS with H2K taking on Giants. That's it here from all of us here in the studio after day 2 of IEM Cologne, day 1 of IEM Cologne actually. 3 more days to go and the EU Expansion Tournament tomorrow. See you then.